The first thing I did was trim off excess, maybe slightly crooked, but I actually like it better because there was this much excess on the sides and this much on the top and the bottom, and it just was really annoying me, so I trimmed it down and I'm happier with it because I was getting ready to jump out of this book and into a smaller one, either a traveler size notebook or a week size. Trying really hard not to planner jump. Oh, need you guys' support to do that. Anyway, so what I've been doing is every week I've been looking at this just to kind of reassert what I'm doing, as well as looking at the first page here to kind of see what needs to be done. And I realized that a lot of this is Jay's projects, and so I need to really sit down with her and be like, okay, these are yours, these are mine, and not be putting her projects on my to-do list, because then when they don't get done, I feel stressed. I don't need that. So I finished my vision board. Normally, I'm not sure still what I want to do with this, but what I've been doing with this was a budget, but I changed it actually to a word count because I want to see that I'm working every day. I got sick over the past week, so I didn't do any word counts recently, but I'm hoping that if I see them throughout the year, then this will help me, because how I do it in the weeks part, I find the weeks, for example. Let's look at, oh my gosh, when I want to find a weeks, I can't find a weeks. Okay, so what I do is I do the start number of words and then the end, and then so here I actually wrote down the number of words I wrote instead of the start and the finish, which I like that I'm kind of working with them in tandem. And then I usually get into this once a day. If I'm not feeling good, I sometimes will backfill. But I've actually been keeping up with it pretty well. But this is going really well for energy level and for all of my goals. Obviously, I had a pretty hard few weeks here, so we'll see if it gets better. I decided to use this as my budget tracker, trying to track that I'm not spending. Obviously, I spent some money here. I actually need to add, because our computer broke, I need to add that we bought a new computer here, so I have to do that. So that's what I'm going to be using these for. I was thinking about coloring them if I didn't do anything instead of putting a 0. Not sure if I want to do that or not, but you know. The month's overview is pretty good. Can't complain about that. I got a few new stamps. I got a game Switch stamp, which I like because I do some game days. This week I did really good with wins and struggles, and then I journaled about the day, did some prompts, did pretty good. Ended up with this blank page and these blank pages. This one I decided to use for Ojibwe. These ones I decided to use for quotes, which was fun. And then I didn't do anything here, and it was a pretty crazy week. And I still kept with the journaling and the prompts, which was good. This was a blank page, so I turned it into quotes. This is another blank page, which I want to do for like quotes and maybe ideals, I'm not sure. This I didn't do at all. I just I got really sick, ER visit, clinic visit, all kinds of things, and so Monday all I wrote was ugh. That's all I had in me. I didn't have energy to do anything else. I wrote a little bit about what was going on Monday and Tuesday. On Tuesday, a little bit, tiny bit on Wednesday. started to do the prompt and my energy level is tanked. I might come back and refill in the things that were going on, but most likely not. I'm just probably gonna just put some quotes in here and move on, because there's a lot of blank and empty pages. So kind of starting to fill out this. So I like the circles in front, because when I was doing it with the squares, it actually feels like it I have a little bit of harder time, but when I do the little dots and circles, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. So the other thing that I was doing was back here. I kind of just plopped it in. Oh, I need to add into this one. I've been slowly filling in, like these are the prompts that I was doing, and I wanted to finish filling this out. I did a wish list, and this is where I was keeping Keyboard for Apple is what I spent, trying to keep track of what I spend every month on this one. And then it's all I'm doing is just writing down the positive and negatives. But I started to try and do like a my time kind of vlog. I don't think I'm going to continue this for the next few months, because I already see the pattern of my sleep, and that was the one thing that they were kind of asking me about, was my sleep. And so I can show them this. I don't think I'll continue it on. Whenever I got sick, it was really, really hard. So, you know, just trying to keep track of everything. Haven't really read anything. Did watch a couple of movies. We watched some extended versions of the movies. Watched some of the TV series. Still trying to figure out what other TV series. Added some affirmations or like how to start my day. Mantras, that's what they're called. And listed out some more of that. Did some gratitude. Started the letter to myself and didn't finish. So I'm kind of eking at it. And the only other book that's in here with this one is actually my work one. That's it. That's and it's very, very simple. No decorations, no nothing. Just a bunch of project lists, blog lists, tutorials I want to make, different things. The work one's the only other one in here. I don't know if I'll add any other ones. So, I mean, overall, I've been keeping up with it pretty good. Those are the kind of pages I really mess with daily, trying to keep track of everything. And I'm hoping that kind of gave you some ideas, and to also have grace with yourself when you are having sick days. Some days are just not going to be filled. So fill them with quotes, fill them with other things. There's no reason to feel bad about not filling up your daily pages, weekly pages, whatever you want to call them. It's just what it is. So, I mean, this week, very blank, very So, I did organize my book files, or at least got them started organizing. So I feel like that's a positive there. I think I'm going to change up the flow of this probably for next week. So I'll keep you guys updated on how this is working. And slapping in some decorations. I put soots on every week. I really like soots. I don't know. Jay's gonna make me a whole sheet of those. We're working on a bunch of book projects, and that is my ultimate intention for 2025 is my books. Getting all my backlog stuff dealt with, writing more, and then also just organizing all my files, working on new book covers, all of the author stuff. So some days I'm sliding into that slow living, really trying to be intentional with my days. And if things get done, that are on my goals, then awesome. If they don't, technically I don't even consider those goals. I might rename that to intentions, like what was suggested, because I feel like these are ideals. And to me, the most important one right now is this author one. And so this is the one that I'm like full in, trying to really hard to do. A lot of these other ones might end up going to J next year. So we'll see. But for now, we're just taking it one step at a time, one day at a time, and being intentional with what we're doing. So I hope that helped you a lot. We'll see you in the next video. Have a good night. Bye, Muppy.